Kathy here, and so I wanted to come to you and share. We're having breakfast for supper, but I wanted to share this as a meal prep idea. So I have taken our bar pan, and I do have a just a metal rack. It's a metal rack on the bottom. I've laid out 1 pound of bacon just in nice strips, so they're all separate, and the rack's going to let the grease go down into the bar pan, which has a good look on it, so you won't have your bacon won't be sitting in a grease. And I have sprinkled brown sugar and left it sitting over at the stove, our savory maple. I've just sprinkled a little bit on that. And I'm going to bake this in my oven and bake my my bacon. I don't like to cook it in the skillet because I don't like all the grease. So I'm going to bake it in here. The grease will go to the bottom of the pan, and it'll be nice and crisp when it comes out. So I've got my oven preheating. I'm going to set this over on the stove. But that's the first step. And the second step is I've taken 8 eggs, and it's hard to see in this bowl, but I've taken 8 eggs and I've put them in there and I've whisked them together. And I'm going to take a little bit of, we're going to use Colby Jack cheese. You could use any kind of cheese that you wanted. And I'm just going to kind of sprinkle some of the cheese in here. And it's up to you however much you want. My family loves cheese, so I'm going to put quite a bit in there. And then I need a little bit of milk. And what I'm going to do is I'm making mini eggs, but what I was thinking as a food prep, this would be great because of the way I'm going to make it. You could freeze the eggs when they get done after you bake them, and then you would have them for breakfast sandwiches. I'm going to add a little bit of every. Hi, Connie. Oh, me too. I love bacon. Bacon makes everything better, right? I'm going to put a little bit of our everything bagel because that's my favorite seasoning with eggs, and a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. You could add any seasonings you wanted to. The bell pepper herb would be great. You could add some peppers, onions, anything that you wanted to it. But I'm going to use our brownie pan, and I'm going to make mini, kind of like frittatas, but I'm not making the whole frittata. Sorry, I left my refrigerator door standing open when I got the milk out. So I'm going to make some basically mini scrambled eggs, but these are the perfect size that when you take them out of the oven, they're going to bake for about 15 to 18 minutes. When you take them out of the oven, let them cool. You can freeze them either in a vacuum seal bag or in a sealed container, and then take them out, put them with a sausage patty or a couple of strips of the bacon on a sandwich, on a English muffin or a bagel, and you have your breakfast sandwich. So I can make 12 with 8 eggs and then whatever meat I want. Great tip for prepping. So turn this down a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. So I have my mixture in here, and I've whisked it up. So you can see I have it all in there. I'm going to use our extra large scoop, which is a 4 tablespoon, and I'm just going to scoop. And I have pre-sprayed this with our kitchen spritzer. Again, you don't want to use an aerosol. You want to use a kitchen spritzer or brush it with oil. So I'm just going to put my 12 scoops in here. You could use a muffin pan, and muffin pan would be round, and it would be better with like your English muffins, or you could use the large muffin pan for bagels because that holds 6, and it would be a larger surface. But this is a great way to make your eggs. And like tonight, I'm kind of being a little lazy. I don't want to get on the stove and cook a bunch of stuff. I am going to make some gravy. But perfect. 8 eggs, a little bit of milk, a little bit of cheese, my seasonings, and I have 12 perfect tins of eggs. I'm going to put these in the oven at 350 for about 15 to 18 minutes. And you could put a little bit of sausage, you could put bacon in it, make your own frittatas with green peppers, red peppers, onions, anything that you wanted. You could even make a taco one, use a little bit of leftover taco meat. So whatever you have in your refrigerator, you know, use your pantry and your refrigerator items and use those up. You could add a little bit of taco meat, a little bit of guacamole and salsa, and you'd have a, you could add it to a breakfast burrito, make a breakfast burrito out of it. But that's what we're gonna have for supper. And I just wanted to share one other thing. The round stone baker is perfect for 8 biscuits. These are just the jumbo flaky biscuits, perfect in there. So I'm gonna bake my bacon, my eggs, and my biscuits, and I'm gonna make my sausage gravy. While I have sausage that I have already browned with a little bit of savory maple salt and pepper. I'm gonna make some gravy, and we're gonna have breakfast for supper. But this is a great meal prep idea, especially getting ready for the kids to go back to school. If they haven't already, they're probably getting ready to go back in the next couple of days, by Monday, because today's Friday, of course. But you can get these pre-made. You can make up 12 in like 5 minutes, and put them in the oven, bake them while you're doing other things, and then freeze them. And then, and you can even pre-make your sandwiches. You could get your egg and your English muffin and your sausage patty, your frozen sausage patty on there. You want to use the pre-cooked ones, or make your own sausage patties, or your bacon, because I can cut those bacon strips in half and put that on there, and maybe add in a little bit more cheese, put them together, freeze them up. The kids can take them out, and you can put them in the microwave and warm them up right before they get on the bus, or you drop them off at school, however they get to school. So just a couple of simple prep ideas for breakfast coming up. My family loves breakfast for supper, and we do it at least once every couple of weeks. So tonight is our breakfast for supper. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you watched on the replay. Connie, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you guys all in the party. Talk to you soon. Happy cooking.